You know, it's almost like every year you start seeing these pictures of Nazi salutes. Look, I can remember way back when I was a teenager seeing stuff like this. So this is just one of those notorious things you can expect to see in this country. you know. So this is West Virginia corrections employees fired, suspended following disturbing photo of trainees performing Nazi salute. What's new? Seriously, what's new? We've seen this before in the past. Three employees with West Virginia Division of Corrections and Rehabilitation have been fired, and 34 others suspended without pay a day after a photo emerged showing more than 30 participants in a basic training class performing a Nazi salute. Two correctional academy trainers and a cadet from the basic training class, hashtag 18, depicted in the photo, were fired. West Virginia Department of Military Affairs and Public Safety Secretary Jeff Sandy said in a statement Friday the rest of the employees in the photo were suspended without pay. The firings and suspensions followed an investigation that include more than 50 interviews with people from the DMAPS, I guess, training facility in Glenville and other offices, Sandy said, noting the investigation was nearing completion. Citing personal rules, the secretary said disclosing the names of the participants, their rank, and their disciplinary status, as well as the underacted version of the photos, unredacted. So, you know what? What they need to do is not protect these people that do these sort of things, but they will. They will. So, ladies and gentlemen, they claim they have a pending investigation um, on right now. So, as terrible as this incident has been, it is critically important that we go by the book to arrive at the whole truth of what occurred and why Sandy wrote. You know, and it's no telling how many people these folks have already mistreated. Training them to be just more unnecessary force, more people out here with all kinds of biases before they even start their jobs. They already got all kinds of biases in their heads. So just how they're going to treat people. They should not be allowed to work anymore. Let them find work elsewhere. I condemn the photo of basic training class number 18 with the strongest possible term, Justice said in a statement to the Washington Post on Thursday. I have directed Secretary Jeff Sandy of the Department of Military Affairs and Public Safety to continue actively investigating this incident, and I have ordered the termination of all of those that are found to be involved in this conduct. Wow. I'm not surprised. America has been this way for centuries. We can't be surprised from looking at this kind of stuff. Justice was briefed on the matter by Sandy, who first addressed the existence of the photo in a Wednesday letter to the DCR employees. It is distasteful, hurtful, disturbing, highly insensitive, and completely inappropriate, Sandy wrote in a memo obtained by the Post. It betrays the professionalism I have seen time and time again displayed and practiced by our brave correctional employees. In his letter, Sandy did not discuss how or when the photo came to his attention. The photo provided to the Post with faces of the participant already blurred out is labeled as DCR, Basic Training Class number 18, that took place from October 21st to November 27th. The photo does not include the names of the employees pictured or indicate information about the setting. A caption on the photo provided by DMAPS read, "Hail Bird." Lawrence Messina, a spokesperson for DMAPS, said the phrase referred to a training instructor. Sandy wrote, and the department had informed faith leaders and community leaders of the incident and sought their feedback on the issue, including recommending changes or addition to our training program. See, people like that don't need training program. Didn't they already go through training? And this is the end result of that training? Then it's very clear it's not a training issue. Okay. Boy, I get tired of them trying to use the training issue as always the reason. All of these racist people out here in America is not this way over a training issue. Okay? It's a lie when y'all say that stuff. The Council on American Islamic Relations, a nationwide Muslim civil rights and advocacy organization, has called for swift firing of every participant in the photo. This blatant act of anti Semitism and hate must be repudiated by relevant authorities through actions and not words. Ibrahim Hooper, a spokesman for CAIR, said in a statement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's, you know, you just have to know, if you have cops on the street that the FBI already know they are part of the Klan and neo-Nazi groups in this country, you have to know the correction officers would belong to that same shit too. Okay? There's no doubt about it. You can expect that from every law enforcement agency in America. This is the way it is, and it's been this way from the start. You can't start these people out on plantations and then keep the same agency in place all the way up until today, and you think there are no problems there. There's tons of problems. It is highly corrupted. I mean, if it's highly corrupted in policing, you can best believe it's highly corrupted in the correction officers too. And you're seeing the same level of racism in these correction officers. And ladies and gentlemen, it's no telling how many of these folks have went through training and got placed in facilities, and they are going out of their way to mistreat people. Because, I mean, let's face it, they wrote in their constitution, if you go to jail, you have no rights. So you virtually are a slave. You can't even call 911 if you are attacked in there. So you are really, you're just an open target once you're in there. And you can best believe these type of people would go in there knowing that and take advantage of that and harm people because they know you have no recourse in fighting back. But that's also a very dangerous job. They will assign one person, because my cousin was a correction officer. He isn't anymore, but he would be assigned to oversee 300 men by himself. You know, it's only a matter of one person getting into their head that they're going to go after these correction officers. What are they going to do? But yeah, he had to oversee 300 people by himself. I mean, that's outrageous. But those are the conditions that these folks are in. And he said, psychologically, it takes toll on you when you see all the stuff that goes on in there. He said, it's a terrible place to be. And when you go in there, he said, yeah, you it just mess up your psyche just watching all of the stuff that goes on in there. And I can imagine it is. And plus, I knew a nurse, and she worked at Trenton State Prison. They would make her go out on the tiers to give the prisoners their meds. And she told me when they knew she was coming, they would strip down naked. And so when she would roll her cart up there to give them their meds, they would be standing right in front of her with nothing on. And she said it used to scare her because they would yell things out at her. And oh, I don't know how she did it, but she told me it paid good money, but after a while she couldn't do it no more. She did it for a while. She did it for a good while. And then she just told me, she said, after a while, I just couldn't do it anymore. That is a terrible thing. And those prisons are terrible on the inside. Many of them are not kept up. There is just in bad condition. And the only ones they want to grab to throw in these facilities are from the Black community. And they don't care. This is why I don't get behind these people when they start talking, well, you shouldn't do the crime. And they are ones to talk. All the crime that comes out of these people. Are you kidding me? So the bottom line is, when I realize how many innocent people they put in there and how many people they put in there for all these little bogus ass, little petty ass crimes, I can't get behind you on this stuff anymore. And I won't. I won't get behind you on it. So, ladies and gentlemen, please tell me what you think. I'm not surprised. You got a whole class of people doing the Nazi salute in West Virginia. Well, it is West Virginia, right? Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.